Yeah. There's the Ray point. We got the point, babe.
We got the fingering.
We did get the fingering. We're back on a Wednesday. It's official. It's 2025. We're locked in on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. And, babe, it's been another crazy weekend. We're about to have another amazing week. We got an amazing guest today. We're going to chop it up. You ready?
I can't wait. I'm literally holding on for dear life because I don't know what's going to happen on this podcast.
It's like a welcome back. I haven't been here in a while.
It's true.
I'm happy to be back.
It's true. You're like kind of like an originator with us on this podcast thing.
Right.
Then you had to step out and run the property.
A little bit.
You know, and now we got you back. So this is really, really cool, y'all. Lifestylers. And for those of y'all who are tuned in maybe for the first time, maybe you're not too familiar with this, welcome back to Secrets Hideaway. Team Jess and Jordan, we're locked in on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. We got the Beyond Lifestyle crew live on. We're on all the socials. We're
Can't wait to meet y'all.
I know, we're super excited to meet y'all, and we're going to be talking about so many great things today. We're back in action, and we're joined here by one of our fearless leaders, Jess. Secrets Hideaway definitely would not run the way that it does without this dude who's sitting just across from us. Now, he keeps the place running smoothly, both in front of the house, behind the scenes, and also while helping us bring these amazing lifestyle parties to life every day, every weekend. He's an American hero. He's a retired military vet, and now he's here rocking and GMing Secrets Hideaway with us, the one and only. Tell him who it is, babe.
Max Styles in the building, y'all.
We got the one and only, baby. Yo, Mac, back to the show. One of the originators. It's great to have you, dude.
Thanks, man. I'm excited to be back, man. I miss it.
Very cool. Well, now there's a lot.
If you guys ever need me, let me know.
No, but hey, listen, we need you. We need you today, 100%, because we got a lot to unpack. We got a lot to talk about. You got an amazing takeover that's coming up next month. The end of next month, we're going to get into all that. So many great things. And, you know, today, I think as a topic, we want to dive a little deeper maybe into the life of Max Styles. You know, you're a huge Beyond Lifestyles, protocol, this whole Beyond Lifestyles vibe, energy, this lifestyle vibe that you created, and you kind of constructed this whole thing. We're going to get into this in a little bit about, you know, how you kind of came up with this idea. Was it a culture that, you know, Jess and I are always thinking, like, was there a need for like this, you know, amazing Beyond Lifestyle group? Like, what kind of drove you to it? So we're going to get to all that in a little bit. It's going to be awesome. But, I think before we get into that, Jess, we kind of need to know who Mac is, who he was, kind of how he got here, and like how, you know, Secrets kind of became his home, right?
Yeah, we'd love to know because I personally don't know a whole lot about Mac's story, let alone his book or anything. So I'm sure I'm not the only one.
That's a whole other thing. Yeah. We got this book, Sex, Chicken, and Cocoa Butter, that Mac actually has a copy of with him here. And, you know, we can check this out. You guys check this out. This is a groundbreaking book on lifestyle. It's awesome. It definitely unpacks a whole bunch of great stuff. We're going to talk with Mac just a little bit about this book and how this book plus Secrets plus your role here has kind of made this lifestyle for you, right?
No, it all ended up, you know, me having this job in the first place. This is all part of it, and being in the community and representing this and trying to live this life. So that all got me to where I'm at here now.
Now, you know, before we get into Secrets and your takeover, babe, let's talk about this book here. This, you know, we got such a title. Sex, Chicken, Cocoa Butter. I mean, it's a great conversation starter. You know, you read this and like, I don't even care what's in the book. I'm like, the title alone is like, what's this about? You know?
Right. It's like
so you want to know how I got the title?
Yeah, you know, give us a taste of like where the title came from. The idea to write a book too, man.
The title came from, it's a play on words as far as all the trouble that I was getting myself into.
Right.
Basically, I had a wife and a girlfriend. The wife didn't want the girlfriend to come down.
What's your total tenure in lifestyles, like as a lifestyler?
15, 16 years now. Okay. 15 years, 16 years.
And it's always been with Secrets or other places.
I know
you did Hito.
Hito. I've went all over. So I did a lot of Europe. I spent 8 years in Europe. So there was a lot of, I went to Madrid.
Right.
There wasn't a lot in Italy, but some stuff in Italy, Budapest.
Okay.
France has a huge lifestyle spot. Of course, Amsterdam. So, I mean, I've been all over, which brought some of that influences to the playroom that we have now.
Right, because I was going to say, too, you know, obviously the internet now and, like, social media, like, that wasn't around or as prominent, like, when we were growing up, like, a little bit older. And, like, how'd you get the word out? Like, how'd you figure out that you want to be a part of this lifestyle culture before media was huge? How'd you know about it?
About 15 years ago is when it started getting better, when social media, Facebook was still, jumping. So
incubator, yeah.
Through some house parties, collected some information from people, started small, started building. And then all of a sudden we had this group. Back then, Facebook used to allow, whatever. It was a porn freaking hub.
Right.
But once they started cracking down on it, the group just still kept getting bigger.
Now, did somebody introduce you to the world? Did you research about it? You're like, this lifestyle thing?
All that is in this book. I always knew that I wanted to do it before I even knew that it had a lifestyle name. It was just always a fight. It was always a problem with my significant other. It was, why am I not enough? Why can't we just, be normal or whatever? So it was always a fight until I found somebody that it wasn't a fight with, and then I went over that way. But the way the way that I got the story basically was I had the wife and the girlfriend. The wife didn't want the girlfriend to come down, and a surprise visit from the wife. She was coming.
Sure.
And so I'm over there making sure that the room's clean. There's no evidence that I had the girlfriend. She's like, Mac, the room smells like sex chicken and cocoa butter. She's going to know that I was here. There's no way to deny it. I was like, that's the name of my book.
Isn't that great?
There's no way. There's no way around it. I'm going to get caught. Everything that happens in darkness comes to light. Like there's a story to be told here, and that's what it's going to be about.
So I guess that's actually piggybacking into our next question. That's pretty cool, because we're going to actually say, such a cool way to kind of get your point out through a book. Like, what made you actually decide to put it down? They're like, I want to write this
because I felt like nobody else knew what the hell I was going through.
Right.
Like to be in a relationship on one side and still want my wife and my kids, and just all the drama and stuff that happened in between it. It's worthy of a movie. I already have a script proposal. I'm writing a script now. I'm hoping to get it in front of somebody that can put this on the mainstream. But so many people's related to the book. I was this person in the book. I was that person in the book. I was the person being cheated on.
Right.
So many people have come to me and like, yo, you've inspired me to write my own or do my own thing. So I just felt like I was alone, and there was nobody else that could possibly understand what I was going through. I was like, this is worthy of a movie.
Right.
So I put it all on paper and just went from there.
That's awesome, man. Isn't that cool?
That very cool. I'm like,
See, it's cool.
It's very cool.
We work with. It's so funny. So obviously Mac's here on the day-to-day, at Secrets Hideaway, and we'll get into all that in just a little bit too, because I feel like we all wear so many hats, and it's so cool to actually be able to break down. It's crazy. It all comes out on this podcast, but we get to sit with Mac and actually break it down, like where he's from, what he's all about, and get some cool stories that, we can put, you can kind of put it all together and see kind of his foundation, which is really, really cool.
He can leave his role title in the office today. We get the real Mac Styles, on this podcast.
Uncut. And that's what we're doing right here, y'all. Hooking everybody up. So let's just reset the room really quick. We're back on the official 2025 Secrets Hideaway Podcast with our 2025 guest, rockstar guest, the homie, assistant GM to Secrets Hideaway, Mac Styles in the building, baby. I love it. So if you guys are live on the chat, we want to know where you're watching from, what you got going on. If you have any questions for Mac, things that you want to ask him, now's the time. The homie's here live, and we're chopping it up. So feel free to let us know where you're watching from if you have any questions. And we're going to also be talking about Mac's Takeover weekend that's coming up the end of February. This is a sold-out weekend here at Secrets Hideaway, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. We're really excited, right, Jess? It's going to be a good one.
And it starts Wednesday, y'all, with our amazing erotic rendezvous with a poetry reading.
That's right.
So it's going to start. He's coming in like balls hard, you know what I'm saying? Like
I got a poet out of Texas, I got a poet out of North Carolina, Jacksonville, and Miami, all coming down to be part of this Beyond Erotic Poetry show. It's going to be dope.
Yeah, we're very excited because building, midweek in general, and you of all things know that, so it's really cool that you're like, I'm doing it, and here we are.
That's right.
Yeah, there should be 300 people here on a Wednesday.
I know. I'm excited.
I'm excited to see that because we've been shooting for those numbers. This will get started.
And then maybe let's continue the 300, y'all.
And then we'll expect 300 every Wednesday thereafter. We'll figure out how to do that after. Mac gets through the weekend, but
I say, Mac, come on.
At least we're off to the races.
Tell your people to come every week for a while, all right?
Right.
So we got a big shout out to the homie Trevor who's on the chat. Trevor's watching from upstate South Carolina. Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for checking in. We appreciate y'all. And make sure you guys are sharing the stream. You're liking, you're loving the podcast, and sharing it out to everybody. We want to make sure that we're out there and that we're here to take any questions or any lifestyle questions, stuff you guys have been going back and forth with during your weeks. And Jess and I are here to help ease that load a little bit. But we're rocking out here with the homie Mac Styles. And you know what? Let's take all of the sex chicken and cocoa butter and throw it on the back burner for a second.
Okay.
And let's talk about this amazing lifestyle group that is Beyond Lifestyles. This awesome takeover we're going to get into in just a few. But before we get to the takeover, babe, the whole idea of Beyond Lifestyles, that's a partner company here of Secrets Hideaway.
It is now, yeah.
You know, which is great. And
Big step.
you know, huge. It's awesome. And like having such a great, co-brand together, I really think the Beyond vibe, the Secrets vibe, it's just a great 1-2 punch for each other. You know what I mean? And it's awesome to have, such great events and getting, all different types of people on property here, because that's what Secrets and Lifestyle is all about, right, babe?
I would agree 100%. And, because I haven't even seen a lifestyle party or even how it began, who came up with the name.
Right. So, the whole Beyond, like how'd that all, the whole
how'd
Beyond
that come
vibe come to be?
My first marriage was, the group name was called Best of Both Worlds.
Right.
And then I was deployed overseas, and it died down. And then I rebranded it because I had a following inside of it to sell my book. It was really a purpose to sell my book. But then it turned into, now there's 13,000 people in there. And, people want to travel and they want to hang out and they want to get together and meet and greets and everything. So it just became a hub then we went to Hito. Then we went to Atlantic City. And then we were in New Jersey for a little while, and other parts of New Jersey. And now we're back in Florida. So that's what it really was about. And then it just turned into, Party Central.
And we've heard great stuff about the brand and participants of the group, and just how like it organically, almost like you help them, because people now don't have to go down either routes maybe that you traveled and hit a roadblock and trying to set up an event or something. Like you're really there to help open up like the communication plane to where they're like, oh, hey, Mac went down that road a little. He's going to help us throw something cool over here. You've kind of seen it done one way, and now this Beyond thing is like something new and different for people to experience,
Yeah. The other part of it was to bring, I want to bring veterans that have been there for a while. And if you have questions about the lifestyle, I don't want you to be the person that I was in this book, to say there's nobody else feeling the way that I am. There's got to be somebody else that's have the same situation. Mm-hmm. And you can post anonymously in the group if you have any questions, like what would I do? How do I handle this? That was kind of the initial point of it. It's just morphed into something bigger than it, was.
Now, have you like kind of figured? Now I know this. What made you choose February? Do you try to do a certain amount of events a year? Is it like a certain vibe?
I took times off because I was here and I didn't want to. I couldn't. It would be blasphemy to throw a party somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it took me a while to get Senior to agree to it, because I'm working here now. I have this following. What do I do with it now?
And shout out to the Callahans on giving such an open platform to make sense out of all this, which is great,
Exactly. So I didn't want to throw a party anywhere else.
Right.
I couldn't take my business somewhere else, knowing that I'm
feels
the
like
GM.
cheating on your hairdresser.
Yeah.
Exactly. So all that played into me kind of taking a break from doing events.
Sure.
And so now that I'm able to do it, here I am back, and we sold out 3 months in advance.
Dude, this is crazy. I mean, we got special guest performers. There's guest MCs, an erotic poetry event. I mean, really,
Gary's on here now. Our DJ Genius is on here now watching us. Shout out to DJ
Genius. What up, baby? We can't wait for the set. We're excited.
We're excited to have you on property.
Fired up. We got Jacob in the building. Jacob saying he's moving to Kissimmee in April and is excited to check out Secrets. I love it. You've been exploring all kinds of places. Well, we're excited to have you, brother. And if you've experienced other lifestyle scenarios, I promise you haven't experienced anything like Secrets Hideaway.
No, we're the one-stop shop, y'all.
That's right. We got your back. Everything from our amazing Club Swingster Dungeon to our awesome newly renovated playrooms, like Mac was saying at the beginning of the show. You definitely had a hand in that on property, which is great. And we're going to get into that in a little bit as well, too. Your direct help here on property and the things that you've helped to elevate for everybody to enjoy as a whole here on property, which has been really, really awesome. But getting back to this incredible takeover that we have coming up at the end of February, babe. There's going to be so many great things going on, from performers to run a show. Ray, I believe we have a run a show for Mac's entire takeover weekend. If we could pop that up on the screens for everybody, and y'all be able to see a pretty intricate kind of run a show for those days that we have the last weekend of February for y'all. It's super detailed. Got a lot of great people coming up. Mac, you could feel free to explain any of these special guests and people that are coming through. And we have a great run of show here with a lot of different featured days of action.
Friday is our neon night. Come dress in all your neon, and then Friday is a red theme. Wednesday for the poetry show, we have a lingerie theme. Depending on the weather, obviously.
Nice.
It's February. It should be 79. I'm hoping to hit 80s.
The way the weather is this week,
I know.
Florida's capable of anything.
We're in a state of emergency.
I'd love it to be 79.
But yeah, we're gonna be doing our poetry show then, and then we have a BDSM show on Thursday by Sir Leesus that's out of PA, who's coming down, who's pretty big into the BDSM scene. He does a lot of shows up there, which is where I met him, obviously. And then we go Friday. We have a dance from Dance Queens, and we have our own personal AJ. She's going to be performing that night for us.
You know what? I heard about this. So
I know. I can't wait.
So apparently AJ has a hip hop alias.
Yes.
Is this true?
Murder.
Miss Murder.
Shout out to Miss Murder.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be rocking live for us, right?
Yes, she is.
I love it.
I saw some of her stuff, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta put you on."
Isn't that cool?
Because you're amazing.
But that's what Secrets Hideaway is, man. We have so many like talented individuals that obviously come together for this crazy sexually driven property, but we got cool other hobbies and things that people do. So that's really cool. Excited to see her showcase.
I want to put her out in front of the group. I want to put her out in
dope.
front of people. I know she just traveled back from New York to do a show or something. I hope that went over well. But I know she's traveling. She's trying to make a name for herself, and I think she was worthy of enough to be on our show for us.
I love that. And I will say, lifestylers, and Jess, you could chime in on this too. One of the cool parts and things that I really appreciate that Mac's doing with his takeover, not that any of the other takeover groups don't do it, but you're literally using every single aspect of the property for something. You know what I mean? We got something going on in the dungeon. You know, we have stuff like happening. I'm sure if we could do stuff in the playroom, you'd throw something there too.
There'll be stuff in the playroom. There'll be stuff going on in the playroom.
The other stuff.
That's right.
We could actually
stuff we're not privy to because we're employees.
Exactly.
Here.
The cool part is that Mac is using every aspect of the property to make this weekend pop. You know, we're gonna have vibes over by the Tiki Bar, and then we're gonna have even
vibes. Off property. Yeah. Thursday I left open so that people can go see. Everyone's flying in. Right. There's not a lot of. I mean, there's quite a few Florida people that are coming in, but the people that are flying in that bought the resort. I assume they wanted to see some of Florida, so we'll take the bus. We'll take them to Orlando theme parks. We'll take them to wherever it is that they want to go. We sent out a link in the group to buy excursions to go to Orlando too, if you guys want, or Universal. Sorry, go to Orlando. Universal.
That's great. I think that's maybe something that a lot of and not that like I said, the takeovers do a great job when they come here, but a lot of it's focused on the nightclub, which is a huge piece, or the dungeon, which is like a huge piece. It's usually like one, the other, or maybe like one or two, right, Jess? It's never I can't remember the last takeover that used every ounce of our property. You know what I mean?
Well, and also bringing like outside entertainment to also make sense for our property too. It's like obviously we have our staples, but you know how it is, Mac, especially like being a part of the entertainment team and trying to figure out what makes sense for the themes that will keep people entertained, because you have all the things you see on property. So it's like, do people want to be entertained with dirt bikes or this or that? But it's like, why can't we encompass all the things? And I think that's what Jordan's saying, is that you did a great job of doing that.
Yeah, spreading it out and literally hitting all the food groups, man. Really, really cool. And this is we're going to be posting, I know Ray flashed the actual run of show per day on the show just now, but Jess and I will throw that up on our socials. We're going to make sure that starts going up pretty regularly so that you guys and gals know when you're coming to property, how everything's going, because we literally have stuff kind of every hour, every couple of hours. Like there's stuff happening regularly for these 3-4 days, right?
Yeah, I'll be working my butt off for it. Absolutely.
We know where we're working too.
And then T-Rone. T-Rone was one of my favorite rappers. That was one of my favorite albums.
Major artist, man. Really excited for this dude.
He did "Hello Love," "Kiss My Ass," and some other amazing songs that I hope he performs. I don't even know what he's going to perform, but I'm excited that he's going to be here.
Man, multiple live performances. This is going to be an epic takeover weekend. And babe, what are we running these dates on? This is from when to when in February? It's the last weekend of February. We're rolling. Mac, hit him with it.
February 26th through March 2nd.
Perfect.
Awesome. And now we are sold out on property. Mac, tip of the hat to you, bro. It is not an easy task to sell out Secrets Hideaway. You have sold out the weekend, bro.
You know what? You can't do it by yourself.
Right.
I had great promoters. I had specifically Safari Free, who sold out probably more than half of the rooms by herself.
Amazing job, y'all.
Yeah. Nobody gets anywhere by themselves. So I've got great admins in my team. I have some great hype man, Will Smith, who is who's going to be doing the hype man for us for our event. I have Miss what's her swinger name? Miss Bombay, who is helps with all the admin and stuff. So I've got some great people behind me. It's not just me, and I want to make sure that I shout them out as well.
That's really cool. I love that.
So, question though, Mac. Even though the property is sold out, can people still get day and night passes?
Yeah. We have the property sold out. There's a whole bunch of people that have been hitting me up saying they have Airbnbs. I looked at the hotel next to us. Their occupancy, they have I think it was 40% occupancy still. So I'm selling out that one now too. Okay. We're selling out the hotel next door.
So you hear that all? You heard it here first. Check the surrounding hotels. Our neighboring hotels still have a little bit of occupancy left. You're not going to want to miss this weekend. It's going to be star-studded. We're going to have special guest performances, a packed house, a little bit of everything. Lots of different lifestyle tastes will be going on. Everything from front of the house, voyeurism and fun by the pool, to super sexy BDSM from Club Swingster. So,
and I think we have after hours.
There is an after hours.
Right? Yes. Tell us about that.
I have a very special performance in the after hours from Miss Lucy, who I saw her many, many moons ago do a performance with her persona called Phantom. And she puts on this mask and does this amazing show that is going to blow your mind.
So, y'all, just when you thought the action stopped, we're actually live performances in the after hours as well.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, this is going to be one heck of a takeover, the Beyond Lifestyles takeover.
So it really goes till the 3rd, right?
Yeah, it really goes till the 3rd.
Or no, 2nd.
Sunday. It's 4 nights, 5 days.
Yeah.
Nice. We are literally taking you up, and away on this one. It's going to be a blast. And the homie Max Styles is going to be in the driver's seat. You're going to be absolutely sure to see Jess and myself on property and be rocking and rolling with all the entertainment and making sure all the vibes are super dope for y'all. I'm really excited for this poetry session. Mac, can you tell me a little more about this sexy poetry event that we have going? This has never been done at Secrets before. This is like a new thing, I think, right?
I mean, we've been here for 15 years. I'm sure somebody had poetry once and had to do something here. But yes, it's been a while. I tried to do it when I first came on. It didn't work out for the time that it was, but it's Beyond Lifestyles. It's perfect erotic poetry for what I have going on. I've got poetry. Like I said, the people are coming from Texas. They're coming from North Carolina and Miami and Jacksonville to come and do it. So I'm excited. I spent a lot of money to make sure that they got here and did the thing.
It's such a cool, weird, fun Secrets thing. You know what I mean? Like, so great, so different. And y'all are going to definitely just have to be here to see it, to believe it. It's going to be a great weekend. Really, really great weekend. Now, Mac, you're also going to be doing signing for your book here.
Yeah, I got plenty of books. I bought extra books. I bought an extra 100 books just to have them out. And you guys can get those from me anytime when I'm on property. But I'll do a specific couple hours of book signing inside the property.
Love it. Excellent. Very, very cool. Well, we had an amazing week and weekend last weekend. This weekend, we got another amazing weekend coming up. But tonight, it's going live. We got another erotic rendezvous, right, babe?
Oh, yeah.
What we got? It's going to be a good one.
Speed dating, y'all. In
Everybody
Club
loves the speed dating.
They really do.
They do.
Well, do you want to hit Mac with some of our speed dating questions?
I love it. I love it. So, let's do this. This is gonna be a new segment I'd like to start to unpack.
Mac in the hot seat.
Two new little segments we'd like to unpack. This is the first of two. We're gonna run 10 questions in 10 seconds. Kind of be like 10 and 10 with Mac Styles. Quick questions, quick answers. Let's see what we got. All right. So we can go 10 and 10. So let's see. What is your sexy secret talent?
Missionary. I'm the best.
Love it. Boxers or briefs?
Not boxers. I wear these tight things. I wear these tight ones, but they're not.
So it's in between.
It's in between. It's a
boxerish brief. It's more tight than not, baby.
Exactly.
Okay.
But they're not like the tighty whitey.
You got to make sure you have all the hugging for all the precious things. I got you.
He's got to keep it all together.
I understand.
Keep firing with the homie.
Oh my goodness.
Pick anyone. That's easy.
What is your favorite guilty pleasure food?
I like that.
Chocolate.
See? He's good.
Black.
That was 3.
Black chocolate. Dark chocolate.
Keep him coming.
I say I shouldn't be surprised by that answer. Wildest place you've ever done the dirty?
That's number 4.
I was in Italy, in Venice, and this girl started calling me a chicken and saying that I wouldn't have sex with her right where like the boats were coming by and there were like joggers and shit. She started like clucking at me, making me saying a chicken.
And then that's where the chicken came from in the sex check.
We did it right there on the sidewalk in the joggers path in Venice, Italy.
See, who could say they did that? And that really happened. You can't make that up.
As joggers were passing by, I'd stop and I'd throw myself in the bushes and then I'd come back. And
we're almost halfway home. Question number 5. Go, babe.
How did you celebrate your last birthday?
At Secrets Hideaway inside the club on a Thursday because I couldn't do it on a Saturday.
I love it. Hey, and those are real rules. He ain't lying, ladies and gentlemen.
We were here.
All right, blindfold, rope, or flogging? Which would you choose and why?
I would be doing the flogging.
Okay.
Because I'm great at it.
That's it,
I got great fucking wrist timing.
We got a dominant male on our hands. We got a dominant male, ladies and gentlemen. I like it.
Shit.
All right. Who initiated getting into lifestyle for you, and how long have you totally been in lifestyle?
We answered this one earlier, about 15, 16 years. Cool. And I fell into it because the relationship that I had and I was falling apart, and my ex-wife started finding parties for us to try to save us.
Love it.
Has your lifestyle preference changed based on the person you're with?
Yes, absolutely. So if my partner was into more BDSM, then I did more BDSM. But now that I'm single, I do all things.
All the things.
All of them.
Call it to Max Takeover. Maybe he'll tell you.
We got 2 more questions from Mac Daddy right here. What is your favorite place to be touched and why, Mac?
Besides the other areas,
besides the gimmies,
I would say my head. I like my head rubbed. I think it's intimate. I sit there on the couch and get the head. That's probably it's intimate. So I like it.
The other head.
Yep.
All right, I like that.
Besides that, yeah.
All right, and lastly, what food do you consider an aphrodisiac? And
I'll go chocolate again, dark chocolate.
And what foods are acceptable for the bedroom, or what do you use in the bedroom? Any
outside of dark chocolate?
In the bedroom.
Outside of chocolate. And you can use them in all different ways.
You know what? The only thing I would whipped cream maybe, but it's messy, sticky. Like I'm not a foodie in the bedroom guy.
See that?
See, not a foodie in the bedroom. If you guys didn't know, now you know.
And that's been 10 and 10 with Max Styles, just like that, baby. That's how we do it.
That's how we do speed dating, real quick, y'all.
Right. And so in honor of speed dating tonight inside Club Swingster, that's how we roll with Mac.
I know, and those might be some of the questions.
Now Mac's got to take us both out on a date, but we'll buy. So that's cool. I'm with it, babe. We got so many cool people watching. We got the homie Dan, DK's in the building. Dan and Kathy, good to see you guys. Thanks for checking in. We also got Ricardo checking in. What's up? Hype's in the building again. We love you too, brother.
I know.
And big shout out to
nice.
Mac Daddy's Beyond Lifestyles crew. Can't wait to see and meet all y'all on your takeover weekend. It's going to be a banger. And just so y'all know, we're coming to everybody live this week from room 170. What, Jess?
No, it's 140.
I don't even know my math.
146.
Right, and it's very particular because this weekend we have 2 dope themes.
Oh yeah.
What we got, baby?
Friday is Dockside Delight.
Right.
So give me all the nautical.
All the nautical, all the sexiness,
and
all the boats.
we do have a costume contest Friday night, y'all.
Can't wait to
for your
declare a
best
winner.
nautical attire.
And we're going to be hooking you up with another Fair Villa gift pack. We got great partners. That's right. You should. We got great prizes from Fair Villa. They've been hooking us up. Debbie, Joe, and the whole crew over there have been absolutely incredible. And they've really been giving us some higher-ended prizes because they know y'all love them and you want them. So we're hooking you up. So shout out to Fair Villa.
Especially with, our Lusty Lovers Weekend, Valentine's Day. So they're really coming up with some really cool massage lotion.
Yep. A lot of cool
gifts
stuff
that we've been giving to get you ready for Valentine's Day.
Oh, speaking of Valentine's Day, I think we're at 88% occupancy. What? So there's only a few rooms left for Valentine's.
Only a few rooms left, y'all. And we got some really cool...
We do. We got some great Valentine's activities, some really fun date ideas if you're looking to impress that significant other. Maybe you're looking to find the significant other. Maybe you're looking to be single and mingle. And you can do that here, too, at Secrets, which is great. So we got a lot of cool stuff for Valentine's Day coming up. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But this Saturday, we also have a Surrender the Booty theme.
Surrender the Booty.
That's why we're coming to you live from Captain Jack Sparrow's cave under the moon, right?
I know. This is a great room,
Isn't it a
y'all.
cool room?
And you get to feel the vibes of the DJ booth behind it as well.
Correct. Literally.
Feel the vibes.
Literally.
That's
you
a
can
great,
literally feel the
way
vibes.
to say that.
But we got a lot of great people on the chat. We got Justin and Mimi. Big shout out to Pineapple Jam. We got Thrill Ride Living on the chat. We got Jeff Grimm on the chat. We got a whole bunch of people checking in. Thank you guys so much for continuing week after week to make the Secrets Hideaway Podcast your podcast home. We appreciate y'all. And if you're just checking it out for the first time, make sure you lock in. Make sure you get with it. And we got so many great things to unpack and great guests. We have so much cool stuff coming up, right, babe? In the coming weeks, we got Fair Villa on the show. We got some really cool guests, right, coming up?
Yeah, and we have some of the people that make our sex swings.
Correct.
Are going to be on the podcast.
That's right, y'all. We're even trying to see if we can get them to give away some free sexy stuff on the show. So
yeah, we'll
make
see.
sure you stay tuned. A lot of cool stuff to come here in 2025 on the official Secrets Hideaway Podcast.
And if you want to be a guest on our podcast, please DM Jordan, myself, Max Styles, Secrets Hideaway. Tell us your story. Yeah, and we'll get you on the podcast and go from there.
That's right, 100%. So we're back here one last time. We're unpacking things with the homie Max Styles, who is not only our assistant GM here at Secrets Hideaway, but also one of the runners, the owners, the operators of Beyond Lifestyles, and obviously the Beyond Lifestyle Takeover that's going to go on here at the end of February. It's going to be a banger. Now, Mac, really quick, we didn't really talk about secrets at all. I know it's a day-to-day mission to kind of like run this place, make sure all of our members are happy, that, you know, all of the workers, co-workers are in line, we're all doing our jobs, we're all happy with each other. A lot of hats to wear here, right?
A lot of hats. Not only the guest, the owner relations.
Right.
You know what? My background is anti-terrorism, force protection. I did a lot.
I feel like we prepared you.
I did a
literally
lot
been
of
prepared for war.
I did a lot of missile movements. I did a lot of risk assessments. I did a lot of special weapons. I did a lot of protection. So coming and now I know more about fire code and hotel code and safety code and ATFP code and just inspection of health and food inspection code. I know more about that than I ever knew that I was going to. So flipping from, doing that to orchestrating orgies now has been a complete change of life for me, and I love it here. I love my job. I love what I do. I love the owners. I love the guests, the staff. Everybody has come together. Everybody tries to help out to make this one mission, and I think that's what makes this place a success.
One band, one sound, baby. Let's go. I love it. You guys heard it here first from the homie Max Styles himself. An amazing individual, an awesome assistant GM here on property, a really great talent, super creative, driven, ideas. I mean, for all of us to come together to run Secrets together as a team, there's got to be a little bit of crazy, a little bit of wild, a little bit of let's just go for it.
Gotta do it.
And yeah, gotta do it. And definitely, we have thick skin, right? Because we got to keep this thing moving.
Definitely. And like how Max said too, like he's like, I'm not the only one going through this. So finding stuff that you can relate to and be like, oh my gosh, I did find my place.
Right.
I read it in Max's book and now I'm going to call, you know what I mean? That's what this is
There's
about.
a chapter in here called Secrets. There's a chapter in here on Secrets.
A whole chapter dedicated
and that was before you started working here, wasn't it?
Absolutely. But that's actually cool to kind of see. Like, that was your whole vision on, I guess, Secrets before being on the inside, too. So it's cool to see how the difference kind of looks a little bit from then to now, which is great. This is going to be a great read for everybody, y'all. If you haven't checked it out, definitely pick up Mac's book, Sex, Chicken, Cocoa Butter. He'll have plenty of copies here during the takeover. We do a great book signing with y'all. It's going to be a blast. And as always, Mac's here. If you guys want to reach out, if you have questions, that get away from the typical questions that he handles every day from you guys anyway. But if they want to talk to you socially, Mac, and learn more about the book, about the Beyond Lifestyles Takeover, hit them with the socials, bro. Where can they get at you? And how can they get a hold of you?
The easiest social I can think off the top of my head is Instagram, which is beyond.lifestyles. Everything else is online, beyondlifestyles.com. You can always find Max Styles on Facebook or Instagram or something. I'm not hard to find.
And maybe, just maybe, Mac might sign one of his books, and we'll also put that in the grand prize for our costume contest on Friday.
Ooh, I
you
like
can have
that.
it. It's yours.
I like that. See that? We're sweetening the deal, y'all. Sweetening the deal. So this weekend we got costume contests. We have great prizes. We have amazing activities, a whole bunch of great games, and runs a show for y'all. We're going to have a detailed list of all the fun and activities that are going to go on both here on property, and we'll be posting them to our social media outlets, so make sure you guys stay with them, right, babe?
Absolutely, because we will keep you included with all the things you need to know here at Secrets Hideaway, from Max Styles Takeover to eye candy to all the fun
stuff
to be had.
That's right, guys. So, ladies, gentlemen, we're back here. We hope you guys enjoyed this great episode as we're rocking and rolling and kicking it with the homie Mac on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. Ray gave me a finger. What else do we got? Aha, very nice. See, without Ray, our production.
I know. I think Mac should take this one.
No, this is good. So we're running. I said we're running 2 new segments. Our 10 and 10. That was one of them. We have another one. We're going to call it our lifestyle term of the week, or our lifestyle term of the week. That I think that's cool. Lifestyle term of the week. I mean, we're trying to think of like a cool name. We'll put it in the chat. If you guys got a cool name for the segment, lifestyle lingo, that's kind of cool too. But today's word, we're breaking it down. Simple. I'm sure you've all heard it, used it, or messed with it before. The word of the day is unicorn.
Unicorn.
Right? And we're going to throw it up there. Lifestyle word of the week. We're going with the unicorn. And who better to talk to about this amazing word than Mac Styles, right?
I know.
So, Mac, if you could do us a solid, my friend, and in your own words, just break down the definition of a unicorn.
And how do you find a unicorn? How do you find a unicorn?
Look for this. Does a unicorn find you? You know, Jess and I we date each other, bro.
I think they're all unicorns.
So
in my experience, you just talk to them a couple drinks later, they're all unicorns.
Let's go with let's rewind.
I'm kidding. I know there's so many
from Mac Styles.
Jesus, I'm gonna get backlash on that one. Sorry.
We're okay.
Yes, you are, Mac Daddy.
You're not all unicorns. That one away.
I'm kidding. Okay. So official should be something along the lines of a single female that openly plays with couples.
Right. And couples just of any gender.
Have you found a unicorn, Mac Daddy, in your life?
Yeah, of course. That's a Tuesday at Mac Styles' house.
That's a Tuesday. I knew it was.
Some of us don't know what happens with Mac Styles when you clock
Tuesdays
out.
at Mac's house. You know what I mean? Come on.
You guys are having LGBTQ night here. I'm back at the house having unicorn night.
You know what? Let's do a little bit more. So obviously, Mac, you got a little bit of experience. So let's do it like this. Can you give me like 3 tips for a unicorn, like to be more successful? Maybe they're looking to, meet people. Like, what would you say to give them a little bit of insight?
The only thing I do is I'm open, I'm honest.
Right.
This is who I am. This is who I'm with. This is what's going on in my life. Be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. I don't know if a third one's even needed.
So I was gonna say too, the on the guy's end is a bull. Correct. So have you been a bull technically as before?
Yes.
So
couples have asked me to come over. Absolutely.
Is it the same? I guess same for the girl and the guy. It's just a different terminology. Is it all?
It's the same
equal for men and women. I'm asking.
I would say yes. I would say yes. If I'm a single guy and I'm going to play with a couple, then yes. It's a lot easier to ask a guy than it is a girl. Obviously,
probably.
Hey, you want to come and play with me and my wife? Yeah, I'll be right over.
I'm already on the way.
How funny you ask! My shoes are already on.
So the guys are easy. For the most
guys are a lot easier. I mean, it's hard to find quality guys. I'll be honest with you, because most time when I would invite a guy over, they wouldn't be able to perform, or they finish too quickly or something along those lines. It ends up just somebody sitting on the couch watching you play with your wife or something.
Right.
So it's hard to find quality guys in the lifestyle because they're shy or they're too excited or something. So it's easy to ask somebody, but it's hard. It's hard to come up and find somebody that's quality that you're going to be able to have fun with.
That's fair. I got one more, so I'm going to flip it actually, because I know you've had experience probably on both ends. Is there any advice you'd give? Like, let's say a couple is looking for a unicorn. Like, is there stuff they should look for? Like, to separate one unicorn from the other? How
separate one unicorn?
What are you going after?
So my best answer for this is going to be that it's going to be easier for the girl to talk to the other girl than it is for the guy to try to go and find the unicorn, because the girl's always going to be suspicious. Does the wife know? Does what's going on
and Jess,
here?
you could chime in on this.
No, I agree with them 100%.
Some experiences like this, right?
If that's the case, it's just going to cause more controversy. It's just better if the girl is the one looking for, and she's the open and honest, and she can get a read on the girl before that even starts to go down the wrong path.
Love it.
It's not always that way. Obviously, I found a few unicorns in my time where you talk to a girl and this is my hot wife at the time, and say, this is my wife. They're like, yeah, let's do it.
Right.
So it's not always the case, but it's better if the girl is the one that goes after it.
Or find yourself a hot wife that can, that's saying, and a single bisexual man is a dragon. So we got 2 more terms that can come down.
I didn't know about that one.
Down the pipe. So this is a great
learn something new every day, Ray. Thanks for that one.
Great new concept. Great new concept that we're going to unpack here on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. So now every week we're going to bring you a brand new lifestyle term, lifestyle lingo of the week. So this week, unicorn. Start off a little basic, but we got to start somewhere. And throughout the weeks, everything will build, and we'll build conversation and other trending topics and words and phrases. If y'all have a phrase or a term that you've heard, maybe you're not too certain what it is, you could shoot it to Jess and I, message us, let us know. We'd love to help you unpack it here on the show and make a topic out of it, right, babe?
Absolutely. And just to kind of like the whole unicorn, I feel and Mac, maybe you can agree, disagree, but like in general, I feel like just going up to the woman in general, whether you're a couple or, you know, a single, that tends to be, like you were saying, it gets rid of the like, is shady things happening behind my back? It's like, no.
You're putting all your cards out.
Correct.
Everybody's honest with everybody
Correct.
up front. And you get a lot further.
Correct. So I think the woman is not like every case is different, you know, but I do agree that it's like if you start with a woman, it's probably an easier
segue.
For you to go have some fun with.
Lead with the ladies.
What you want, you know what I mean?
It's so funny.
Ladies run the lifestyle.
It's true.
If you scare them off, then there's no lifestyle.
Ladies run the world. As a DJ, Ray, who do we play for?
Girls.
And why? Because if the girls are on the floor, the guys are going to follow them. The girls are going to follow them. That's what's up. The ladies run the world.
They really do.
See?
And the famous words of Beyonce, who run the world?
The girls. That's right. And that's why we're here live on the official Secrets Hideaway podcast, learning that women rule the world. We already knew that. But we're here with the homie Max Styles. It's been a great episode. Rocking and rolling. Can't wait for your takeover, bro.
Thank you, man.
It's going to be off the hook. And don't forget, y'all, we still have day and night passes available for the Beyond Lifestyles Takeover weekend. This is a sold-out weekend with live performances, amazing poetry outings, sex, chicken, cocoa butter. We got hip-hop performances. BDSM shows, guest hosts.
After party performances.
Erotic poetry to
right,
start
and
it
you and I
off.
will be there.
I know.
It's going to be great.
Lots of orgies.
Lots of consensualized.
Can you say that on Facebook?
Consensually. They will all be,
so.
We'll get consent
What we
for
just said
all
now?
of this. For all of this. But y'all, it's been a great episode. We want a big shout out to the homie Max Styles. Thank you so much for being part of the show, dude. We can't wait for your amazing takeover. If you guys got questions, comments, leave them in the chat, pop them in the thread. Make sure you're tuned in. Smash the like button, the follow button, the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. It's 2025. Next week, we got our homies from Fair Villa live on the show. Right, babe? It's going to be a great show.
Yo, that's going to be, y'all.
Who's coming, Joe?
So it's either Joe
or Sean.
Or Sean might be coming too. They're going to send one of the reps, but they got some great new toys that they're unloading on us. A whole bunch of cool events with Fair Villa. We had a great year with them last year. They're upping all the ante here at Secrets, so it's going to be a great show. We're excited.
Yeah, we love all their classes. They're very educational, y'all. And it's arts and crafts this upcoming Fair Villa Erotic Rendezvous in February.
That's right.
So.
And don't forget, y'all, tonight, Erotic Rendezvous live from Club Swingster. We kick off at 7:30 with some speed dating.
And
we can't wait to see y'all out there live and rocking. It's going to be a good one. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great week of lifestyle, and we'll see you this weekend at Secrets. Right, babe?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it, y'all. Enjoy.
Bye-bye, y'all.